Myself, Sunita Vasanthuri, faculty from EETC department. Today we are here to study the concept map of environment. This from subject environmental studies. So first we will see the concept of the environment study. So concept this shows the this figure shows the concept map of environmental. So the picture shows the living and non-living things in the environment. Sun, then the insects, the human being, the animals, the fish, the bird, parrot, the forest, the tree, the ants, the hill station, the elephant, the cheetah. These are the examples of the living and non-living things present in the environment. Next point we will see. So next point is environment, definition of environment, and what are the components of biotic and abiotic in the environment. So first we will see what is the definition of environment. The word environment is derived from the French verb environner, which means surrounding. Thus our environment can be defined as the physical, chemical and biological world that surrounded with us. Another one definition in simple way is a place around us includes the people, children, benches, ground, grass, trees, insects, birds, sunlight, air, land, water and mountain, etc. This is nothing but the environment. Means the environment means what we are surrounded with, or around us includes some things, nothing but the environment. So the environment having two components, means the environment having a biotic component and abiotic component. Biotic component means the living things, for example peoples, children's, trees, grass, plant, insect, bird, etc. And in non-living things, example playground, benches, swings, slide, air, water and mountains. So these are the non-living things comes under in the abiotic components. So this is the components of environment, biotic component and abiotic components. Next we will see what are the types of environment. So the slide shows four types of environments: natural environment, man-made environment, social environment and psychological environment. What is meant by natural environment? The natural environment nothing but the original form without any interruption of or any interference of human beings. Means the natural things or the natural environment which includes all living and non-living things occurring naturally on the earth. It is nothing but the natural environment. Natural environment means what? Natural environment means what? It available in a original form without any interference of human beings. So this is nothing but the natural environment, which includes the all living and non-living things occur naturally on the earth. Second is the man-made environment. In man-made environment, this environment nothing but it can be changed or modified by the human being or with the interference of the man. So this all human is nothing but the man-made environment. For example, infrastructure, institution, utilities, housing, industries, park, building. These are all the examples of man-made environment. Means this environment is made by the this environment is made by the interference of human being. Third one is the social environment. Social environment includes individuals, socials, economical and political conditions where he lives. Means Example are customs, traditions. We know the tradition from one state to another state or one village to other village. The traditions are different, the ethics are different, the language, the culture is different. So this is nothing but the social environment. Next, last one is the psychological environment. Every individual has his own psychological environment in which he lives. Means all person having his own psychological environment, where he lives, which ethics he follows. So this is called as a psychological environment. Example, some person having his own psychology, so he is living with that psychology. So this is called as the person to person. The psychological environment will change. So this is the types of environment: natural environment, man-made environment, social environment, and psychological environment. Next. So this is a structure of environment: physical environment and biological environment. So in physical environment there are three types: solid, liquid, and gas. So in solid, the lithosphere, solid earth, soil, land, and mountain environments. So physical environment means nothing. It in form of solid, liquid, and gas. So in solid, the lithosphere and soil and land mountains are in these examples. In liquid, the hydrosphere means the water components like a river, reservoir, then ocean and glacier environments. Third one is a gas. In gas contains various gases: oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, methane, etc. present in the atmosphere, that comes under in the gas type of physical environment. Next, biological environment means the plants and animals. Plants means flora. In plants, the trees, grass, shrub, etc. are the examples of plants. Animals means fauna. In that, domestic and wild animals, human, birds. Humans are in animals also. Birds, insects, etc. are the examples of animals. Means this is the biological environment, and solid, liquid, gas, it is in form of physical environment. So this shows the structure of environment. In structure of environment, we have two parts: physical environment and biological environment. In physical environment, we have discussed solid, liquid, and gas, and in biological environment, plants and animals. So let's see what is the scope of the environment. So this subject educates the students, the citizens, and the experts to understand the complexity of environmental issues. So why this subject is given to you, or why this subject is given to us? Because this subject educates the students, the citizens, and all the experts which are facing the environmental issues, which will help to solve the complexity regarding the environmental issues. So this is the first scope of environmental studies. Second is expert having knowledge in the environmental fields that enable them to facilitate the solution of environmental problems. So by studying this subject, the expert having the knowledge about the environmental field, but by using this subject or by studying this subject, the experts can facilitate the solution regarding the environmental problems. Then next is the current trend of environmental degradation can be reversed if people of educated communities are organized and involved. So third scope of this subject is the experts or the educated communities will come together, gather together, and they have to make any awareness about the environmental studies. So by using that studies, we will solve or we will degrade the problems of environment. environmental issues. Next is, by knowing this subject, we can develop eco-friendly new technologies for various developments, which can save the natural resources as well as reduces the environmental pollution and public health impacts. So by knowing this subject, we can develop eco-friendly new technologies. Again, we can save the natural resources, because so many resources we are using, overuse, we are doing the overuse of that resources. So by studying this subject, we can save that natural resources. Next scope is, as the new earth is not discovered till now, we have no other option except to maintain the ecological balance on the planet Earth, so that the livable environment should be kept for our future generation. So we all know there is no any new earth on this planet. So we have to maintain, prevent and protect our earth, because for future generations, if we overuse all the resources, we overuse all these things, then for future generations we will not keep any resources for them. So this is the major scope of the studying the environmental systems or environmental studies subject. The major area in which role of environmental scientists are of vital importance are natural resource, ecosystem, biodiversity and conservation of environmental, social issue and human population and environment. So the major area of environmental is so many points we have to study in this environmental study, like the biodiversity, ecosystem. So by studying this, we can conserve the ecosystem, the biodiversity and all the natural resources on the earth. Next, we will see what is the need and importance of the environmental studies. So, first need is public awareness. So, we all know what is environment, what is the need of environment. So, we all have some responsibility to save our nature, save our environment. So, by using this subject, we can make any awareness about the environment, or we can make public awareness. Next is environmental issues being of international importance. Nowadays the environment is a international important issue. Next is problem cropped in the wake of development. So if we are going for a development, so many problems will wake up, and we have to solve that problems. Conserve energy. We all know we have so many energy resources available on the earth, but if we overuse that energy resources, then for future generation there is no any energy resource will available. So we have to conserve that energy resources for an alternative solutions. So by conserving the energy resources, or for prevention and protection, we can think about the alternative solutions regarding any environmental issues. So save species from extinctions means some species are rare. We have to save that species. Save the natural resources. So by studying this subject, we know what is the need of this subject. By studying this, we can save the natural resources, or we will study how to save the natural resources. Reduce the pollution. We know there are so many type of pollutions: noise, air, water. So after studying this, we can reduce the pollutions. Wise planning of development. So by studying this, we can plan how to develop the environment and sustainable developments. We have to make sustainable developments which will for the long times. So this is the need and importance of the environmental studies. Next is segments of environment. So there are four segments of environment. First one is atmosphere, biosphere, lithosphere and hydrosphere. So what is meant by atmosphere? Atmosphere is composed of nitrogen oxide, nitrogen and oxide, oxygen, besides argon, carbon dioxide and other trace gases. Means the atmosphere is nothing but it contains some gases and air. Next one is the biosphere. Biosphere includes the realm of living organisms and their interaction with environment, with atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere. Next is lithosphere. Lithosphere is the outer mantle of the solid earth. It consists of minerals occurring in the earth crust and soil. Example: mineral organism, matter, air and water. And last one is the hydrosphere. The hydrosphere comprises all type of water resources, oceans, lake, rivers, then streams, reservoir, polar insect, glaciers, etc. So these are the segments of environment: atmosphere, biosphere, lithosphere and hydrosphere. So first we will see what is meant by atmosphere in detail. So this is our troposphere, stratosphere, ionosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. So these are the layers of the atmosphere. The atmosphere implies the protective blanket of gases surrounding the earth, and it sustains life on the earth. So by the work of the atmosphere is to sustain the life on the earth. It saves it from the hostile environment of outer space. It absorbs most of the cosmic rays from outer space and major portion of the electromagnetic radiation from the sun. So it transmits only ultraviolet visible near infrared radiation and radio waves, while filtering and tissue damaging ultraviolet waves below about 300 nanometer. So this is atmosphere, which helps the lives on the earth to sustain on the earth. Next one is the hydrosphere. Hydrosphere comprises all type of water resources like river, ocean, seas, rivers, streams, reservoir, polar insects. So these are all the hydrosphere comprises all these type of water resources. The 71% area of the earth is surrounded by or covered by the water, and the natural water supply from earth is 97% from the ocean, and 2% on the locked polar incepts and glaciers, and 1% is available on fresh surface areas. So this is nothing but our hydrosphere contents. Then next is a lithosphere. Lithosphere is the outer mantle of the solid earth. Means in that at outer side of the or inner side of the earth, we will get the minerals like any matter, any air and water, or organic matter and minerals. Last one is the biosphere. Biosphere indicates the realm of living organisms and interaction with the environment. So this is the segments of the environment: atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere and biosphere. So for revision, environment, its definition and scope. What is meant by environment? We are surrounded with living and all non-living things. Means environment like living things means the human, bird, and non-living things mean mountain, rivers. These are the non-living things. What are the types of environment? The types of environment are natural environment, man-made environment, social environment and psychological environment. Structure of environment. In structure of environment, what is meant by structure of environment? In there, two type of structure of environment. One is a physical environment and biological environment. In a physical environment, liquid, solid and gases are there, and in biological environment, animals and plants are there. Next is need and importance of environment. We know all we don't have any another earth on this planet, so we have to protect and prevent these environmental issues on the earth. And last one is the segment of environments. There are 4 types of segment of environments: atmosphere, biosphere, lithosphere and hydrosphere.